Hey guys, Necro here. Today I'm going to be recording a tutorial on moveset modding. I know some of you guys have been asking how to use Soraikos Tool to make movesets and stuff. I'm going to be covering all the bases for this tool in this tutorial. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So, for one, this window right here is where you would modify the animations of a character. So, for example, replacing A000 with another standing animation will give Sora a different standing animation. So, there are two ways you can replace an A and B or animation. So, you can either right-click it and hit change this pointer, and then scroll through the list until you find an animation you want to replace it with. I wouldn't recommend replacing it with an attack because that would look really bad. Obviously. So, but you can replace it with like his second standing animation or something like that. I wouldn't replace it with like an actual moving animation though, because that would not look good. That would be broken as hell. But anyway, that's one way you can do it. The other way is to go to an animation that I can use for this. So, let's see here. Hold on. Alright. So, I'll just use this other standing animation as an example. The other way you can do it is by right-clicking on the animation, choosing Extract Pointed File, and then saving it to wherever you please. And then, in order to replace it, you select the animation you want to replace. Always make sure it's selected, otherwise you replace another animation that you don't want to replace. So make sure that the animation you're replacing is selected. Go navigate to the folder where the A and B that you just saved is at, and I'm not going to go to the folder here. So once you're in the folder that you saved the A and B to, you just drag and drop it onto the animation number here, and then hit yes to override it. So that's one way of replacing that's the ways of replacing animations. The other two features on this is the effect casters. Now there are two ways you can replace effect casters. There's the replace effect caster option here and the save effect caster option here. And then there's this window right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and reboot this just real quick, guys, just to show you what that window looks, just to show you how the window looks when you first start up the application. So I'm going to go ahead and relaunch that. Let me go ahead and navigate to my folder. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let me drag this over onto this window here. Let's go ahead and navigate to my Moveset file again. So let's load that. Now, as you guys can see, there's two windows here when you first open up the application. What you want to do is you want to put your cursor in the center of those two windows. As you can see, it creates a dragging. It turns the cursor into an option where you can drag the window. What you want to do is you want to drag it all the way to the left, and then that will expand this window here. Now, there are two ways you can replace the e-casters. One, you can set the value here to any value that you want, that you find in the e-caster round that suits your liking. Or, you can go up to Save Effect Caster. I'm going to go ahead and choose an effect caster here real quick. So, I know what effect caster I want, so hold on one sec. Okay, I'm going to go with Arrow Recovery. So, I'm going to choose Arrow Recovery. I'm going to go Save Effect Caster. I'm going to save it to my folder that I save all my A and B's and effects in. So I'm going to go here, there, and then into there. And I already have it in here, so I'm not going to save it. But you guys just want to navigate to the folder or wherever you want to save it to and then hit save. I already have it saved, so I'm not going to save it. So once you save it, you go to the animation that you want to replace with that e-caster or effect caster or whatever. Hit replace effect caster, and then find the effect caster file that you just saved. So you want to navigate to a folder where you just saved that effect caster. So I'm going to go there, hit that, hit open, and then it'll replace the effects in that animation with that effect caster. And as you guys can see, it has an effect. And the way you can tell that it has an effect is by this panel over here. Different effect casters will have different panels selected because they're for a different function. They're for a different function of the game. This one basically controls when Sora's voice happens on a certain frame or on a certain animation. So this one apparently controls Sora's voice, and apparently it's on a value of 7. So I don't know what the value of 7 is for the voices because I haven't really modified the values for the voices on here. So I'm not gonna get into that right now. But this one has an effect, and the way you can tell that is by looking at the way you can tell that is because it has the little explosion icon selected. So we're gonna go ahead and test this to make sure that our effect caster actually works. So let's go ahead and drag that over for a second. Let's go ahead and select this. As you guys can see, it's the aerial recovery attack. But if you want to change that, you can add any effect to this animation that you want by just trying out different values. Now, what I've learned about recreating movesets from other people's mods, like DadGX for example, the effect panel here, the effect window here is it's not the same as the frame of the effect. It's when it's where the effect is located. My bad. It's the line in which a certain effect is located on. So when you're replacing E-casters, you don't want to use this on an effect that has an attack that has an effect, because it will cancel out the actual effect that happens on the attack. You'll want to use this on animations that don't normally have a certain effect, like attacks and stuff. You'll want to use this on, say, like a flinching animation, or like a jumping and landing animation, or something like that. I wouldn't recommend using one on a jumping and landing animation, because you could get a weird effect with that. But you could use it on like a flinching animation to get like a certain knockback or something. But today we're just going to be focusing on the effect casters. So let's go ahead and navigate to an animation that we would like to modify an effect for. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down through my animations here. Okay, so here we have some effects that we can do. Apparently I gotta relaunch this window because apparently it's frozen. Oh, it's not frozen, I don't have that thing selected. Okay, so let's see here. And also guys, for when you're doing this, you're gonna want to have both the model viewer for the KH2 model viewer open, not Soraikos MD Elixir, but just the regular KH2 model viewer open for this. I'll link to it in the description for you guys to download in case you guys don't have it or can't find it. And then this tool will also be released to the public. For some of you that would give me lip about making the tutorial on how to use this, just letting you guys know, Soraikos gave me permission to make a tutorial on how to use this, and also be able to. And he also said I could release it to the public. So if you guys have any issues with that, you can take it up with Soraikos. But so we're gonna modify the effect of this attack, which is A300. Let me find that real quick. All right. So we're gonna modify this effect, the effect for this attack right here. So I'll show you guys what that looks like here, which is that attack right there, as you guys can see in the game there. I'll do that again just so you guys can see, in case you didn't see it. Yeah. It's that attack right there. So we're gonna modify the effect of that. So when you guys are modifying an effect caster for an animation, unless you want the animation to retain its original effects, then you would just leave the original effects and add on to it. But if you want it to have a totally different effect, then you would remove the effect caster from the list. Let's see if this has any existing effect casters, because if it does, I'm going to remove it. I don't want an existing effect caster on this animation. Okay, so it doesn't have any existing effect casters. So I'm going to select effect caster, and depending on what frame you want the effect to happen on, guys, you would set the frame number for that. So let's see, what frame does the attack happen on for that? Let's see, I'm going to set this to 0, and then to test the frame, to test what frame the attack starts on, guys, you just untick the box next to auto step, and then just go up the up the thing until you get to the attack. So the attack starts right there. So I'm gonna put that at 17 because that's when the attack starts. So I'm gonna put this on frame 17. So frame 17. Because that's when I want the attack. That's when I want the effect caster to happen. Is on frame 17. And then you modify the value to whatever effect you want. I'm gonna go with 37. Let's try that. Alright, now to test the effect caster once you've entered in a digit or a number. Oh yeah, guys, by the way, there are two ways you can enter in a value for the effect caster. There's either double clicking it and entering in a number, or you can go to your second number pad here on your keyboard. Well, there are two different pads. There are two different keypads. There's the big keypad with the number with all the numbers above it, and then there's the smaller one either to the left side or right side of your keyboard, depending on how your keyboard is set up. With the number pad from 0 through 9. So so that's the one that you want to use, is that smaller smaller keypad. And what in the cues you want to select when going up the list, or click when you're going up the list, is you want to hit the plus key and the page down key. So hold the plus key and then hit the page down key, to move upwards through the digits. And then to move downward, you just hit the minus key and then click page down. Or hold the minus key and click page down. And that will go down the list. Okay, so I'm going to go to page number 37. And then to test the effect caster, you hit the delete key on the small number pad. So that's not the effect that I want. So I'm going to go to 36. Okay. Oh yeah, I got it. Hit enter. Also, guys, when you double click it and then change the value, make sure you hit enter to apply the change. So 36. That's it. Yep. Okay. So and if you want more than one of those effects to spawn, guys, all you gotta do is to select the effect that you made the change to, hit Control-C, and paste it multiple times until you have the amount that you want. I'm just gonna go with that because why not? I'll go with four of them. Now let's do a different animation. Now this one, I believe, is his uppercut. Yep, his uppercut. Okay. So we're gonna change the value of his uppercut now. Let's see if this has any effect casters on it. Okay, so no effect casters. Let's go ahead and hit the plus sign, and then we're gonna set this to happen on a certain frame, on another frame again. So I'm gonna set this to 0 real quick, and then we're gonna move up and find out and see what frame he starts the uppercut on. Okay, so that looks good right there. So we'll do frame 5 for that. Frame 5. Okay. And then hit add. And then you're gonna want. Then we're gonna set this to 38. I believe the value is. And then we're going to test that. Nope, that's not the frame. Let's try 35. 35. Let's see if that's the frame that I want. Yep, that's the frame that I want. Okay. So, or that's the effect I want. Sorry, guys. I'm tired, guys, so I can't really speak, so I can't really talk straight. Let's go ahead and paste that a few times. Okay. Alright, so we got that. Now we're gonna test another. Now we're gonna try one more animation. Let's go to up here. Okay. So I'm going to do this one here. This one I found a very interesting effect for, or a very interesting effect to go with this animation. I mean, so let's make sure this doesn't have any effect casters first. Nope, no effect casters. Alright, so select that. Let's go ahead and select the effect casters. We'll see what frame we want this to start on. This is A303. Well, it's not A302. So I'm gonna navigate to with the frame where he does the spin and then the swing keyblade. Okay, I'll just start around frame 16. Frame 16. Okay, hit add. And then this one is, I believe it is frame 50. Or a value of 50, sorry. God damn it. Alright, let's check that real quick. Yep, that's the one that I want. Okay. So that is the effect that I want for this attack. And I'll probably use this effects that I'm showing you guys in this tutorial in my actual mod. Because I really haven't gotten around to working on this moveset, so this actually gave me an excuse to mess with the moveset. Okay, so this is number 316. So an animation that is. Oh yeah, okay. So hit 0 on that. Let's go up to the frame to where he pounds the ground. Okay, so I'm gonna go to frame 28 is when it hits the ground. Okay, so I'm gonna create another effect caster. Frame 28. Add. The ticks are starting to act up. Also, guys, in case you guys are wondering what I mean by ticks, I have Tourette syndrome. So if I do any like weird movements or body ticks or body movements in this video or making any weird noises, that's why. So just bear with me. Okay, I have to remember which effect has the effect that I want for this, or frame that has the effect that I want for this. I'll try 43 for this real quick. Nope, that's not it. Let's try 42. Not 32. Oh, oops. 42. That's what I did wrong. Okay. Nope, that's another difference. 41 then. Yeah, okay. Do it 40 looks like again. Okay. You know what? I think I'll just do this. I think I'll put it at the value of 1. Oops, that's not what I want meant to test. Alright, we'll do that. Actually, that doesn't actually happen that quick, so let's try. Let's just go 41, yeah. We'll go 41 with this. Why not? That effect right there. Alright. So, alright, let's do one more animation, shall we? Let's do this animation here. Alright. So, let's check to make sure this doesn't have any effect casters. Nope, no Petcasters. Okay. Go ahead and select Petcaster. Let's see what frame we want this thing to start on. So A304 for this. This one, he does like a higher swing with this one. So I'm gonna start it right there. I'll start it right there. So that's frame 17. So frame 17. Add. Let's go ahead and set this to, let's see. Let's go frame 38 again. That effect right there. Alright. Alright. We're done with the E-casters. Or done with this tutorial rather. So, sorry that was kind of short, guys. I just wanted to cover with you guys the different options that you have with this tool. I hope this cleared some of your questions, cleared some things up for you guys, answered some of your guys' questions. There will be more tutorials coming in future videos, so look forward to those and keep an eye out for those. If you guys like my content and you want to support me further than just subscribing, this is totally optional. It's totally up to you guys. I'm not trying to force this on you guys or anything, but there will be a donation option in the description of this video in case you guys feel you want to support me more than just subscribing. So yeah, so you look out for that if you guys want to support me that way. But other than that, guys, yeah. I hope this helps you guys. I hope you guys found this useful. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me in the comments below. And yeah, this is Necro, guys. I'm out.
Yeah.